presumably you all been at the real Met Gala.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't? You haven't?
No, I've no.
You have not?
No.
That's because you wear dresses like that.
Watch yourself.
Like a red shit on brown down. I probably shouldn't be around it.
It's reggae, hip hop, and R&B all fused together. Different, it's fresh and new.
And it's you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the album is dropping on August 30th.
August 30th. So it's a couple of songs.
So make sure you guys go out and get
That
it.
was my cue right there.
Yeah.
I'm a little torn. I think blondes may have more fun in life, but not with hair. Blonde hair is very stressful. Just keeping it healthy alone. Luckily, I have some tricks up my sleeve.
But you still got to keep it together, because when Rocky comes home, I don't want to look busted either, you know? For me, my lazy days consist of throwing my shit up in a scrunchie. So I find myself always wearing a scrunchie on my wrist. I want it out of the way. I don't want it to be on my kids when I lean forward.
Imagine relaxing inside your home with your family, thinking it's just another peaceful afternoon. Now imagine that silence suddenly being shattered by gunfire. That's exactly what reportedly happened on a quiet Sunday afternoon in Beverly Hills when a woman pulled up outside the home of global superstar Rihanna and rapper A$AP Rocky and allegedly opened fire. According to early reports, the woman arrived in a white Tesla and fired multiple rounds toward the property using what authorities described as an AR-15 style rifle. Bullets struck the front gate, hit a vehicle parked in the driveway, and one round even went through the wall of the home. And here's the part that made the situation even more terrifying. Rihanna was inside the house, A$AP Rocky was inside, and their children were home as well. In broad daylight, in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in the world, someone allegedly fired multiple shots at a home occupied by one of the biggest celebrities on the planet. But as shocking as the attack itself was, what investigators discovered next made the story even more disturbing. Because according to authorities, this may not have been random at all. The incident reportedly took place on Sunday, March 8th, when a woman drove up near the couple's Beverly Hills property. Witnesses say the suspect exited or leaned from her vehicle and fired somewhere between 7 and 10 rounds toward the home. Gunshots rang out across the quiet neighborhood, immediately sending residents into panic. Several bullets reportedly struck the front gate protecting the property. Another round hit an RV parked inside the driveway, and one bullet allegedly penetrated the outer wall of the house itself. The idea that a round entered the structure while a family with young children was inside is what made the situation especially alarming. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but the incident could have ended in a completely different way. Neighbors quickly alerted authorities, and the Los Angeles Police Department began searching for the suspect almost immediately. But the woman responsible didn't disappear into the city. Instead, she drove away calmly in the same vehicle she arrived in, and investigators would track her down faster than she probably expected. Because what happened next unfolded like something straight out of a movie. After the shooting, the suspect reportedly left the scene in the white Tesla and began driving away from Beverly Hills. But law enforcement was already responding. An LAPD air unit began tracking the vehicle from above, following it through city streets as officers coordinated from the ground. About 8 miles away, near a shopping center in Sherman Oaks, police finally closed in. That's where they arrested the suspect without further incident. Authorities later identified her as Ivana Ortiz, a 35-year-old woman from Orlando, Florida. Inside the vehicle, investigators reportedly found the rifle believed to have been used in the shooting, along with ammunition. Ortiz was taken into custody and booked on serious charges, including attempted murder. Her bail was reportedly set at over $10 million, an amount that reflects just how severe the allegations are. But even as the arrest made headlines, investigators quickly discovered something else. This wasn't the first time the suspect had mentioned Rihanna. In fact, she had allegedly been posting about the singer online for weeks, maybe even months. And some of those posts were deeply disturbing. As authorities began looking into the suspect's background, they reportedly discovered a series of strange social media posts that appeared to target Rihanna directly. In some posts, the suspect allegedly tagged the singer and made bizarre accusations. Other posts included insults and strange claims that didn't appear to have any basis in reality. One image referenced rapper Drake alongside comments about Rihanna that left many people confused. Another post seemed to shift focus entirely, suddenly mentioning other celebrities like Kim Kardashian. At one point, the suspect even appeared to mention Cardi B in videos where she spoke directly to the camera in a series of erratic statements. Some clips showed her ranting about people being jealous of her. Others showed her speaking in ways that many viewers online described as concerning or unstable. In several videos, she repeated phrases about doing things others couldn't do, almost like she was speaking to people who weren't actually present. And the more investigators reviewed these posts, the more it seemed like the situation may have been building for a long time. But when police dug deeper into her history, the picture became even more troubling. Authorities reportedly discovered that the suspect had previous encounters with law enforcement before this incident. Public records indicated prior arrests related to domestic disputes and other violations. There were also reports of careless driving charges and issues involving violations of pretrial release conditions. While none of those incidents alone predicted what would happen next, they did suggest a pattern of instability that investigators are now examining closely. Law enforcement officials are also trying to determine whether the suspect traveled from Florida to California, specifically to target Rihanna. If that turns out to be true, it could significantly affect how prosecutors approach the case. Because traveling across the country with a weapon and then allegedly opening fire at someone's home suggests planning, not a random moment. And if that's the case, the charges could become even more serious. But for Rihanna, this kind of frightening situation isn't completely new. Because years ago, she faced another incident involving someone who became dangerously obsessed. Back in 2018, Rihanna experienced another disturbing encounter with an intruder. According to reports at the time, a man managed to break into her home while she was away. The most shocking part? He reportedly stayed inside the house for nearly 12 hours before being discovered. When authorities finally found him, he allegedly claimed he was waiting to meet Rihanna. The incident highlighted just how vulnerable even the biggest celebrities can be when it comes to obsessive fans or stalkers. No matter how strong security systems are, determined individuals sometimes find ways to get dangerously close. And unfortunately, Rihanna is far from the only celebrity to face situations like this. Many high-profile figures have dealt with stalking incidents, harassment, or even threats over the years. But this latest situation feels even more serious, because this time, it wasn't someone sneaking into a house while the owner was away. It was someone allegedly firing a weapon while the family was home. And that's what made this moment especially terrifying. By now, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky aren't just global celebrities, they're parents. The couple shares 3 children, and according to reports, the family was inside the home when the shots were fired. The thought of bullets hitting the property while young children were present immediately sparked outrage online. Fans flooded social media expressing shock and concern. Many people couldn't believe something like this could happen in broad daylight, in a neighborhood known for tight security and celebrity residence. Others pointed out the frightening reality that fame sometimes attracts dangerous attention. When someone becomes one of the most recognizable figures on the planet, millions of people feel like they know them. But sometimes, a small number of individuals take that connection too far. And when obsession mixes with instability, situations like this can happen. Still, the biggest question right now is what happens next, because the legal battle is only beginning. Following the arrest, prosecutors are expected to formally announce the full list of charges against the suspect. Attempted murder is already one of the most serious accusations someone can face, but depending on the details uncovered during the investigation, additional charges could potentially be added. Authorities are also expected to evaluate the suspect's mental health as part of the legal process. Cases involving erratic behavior and online posts, like the ones discovered, often lead to psychological evaluations. If convicted, the suspect could face a lengthy prison sentence. Meanwhile, security around Rihanna's property will likely become even stricter. For celebrities at her level, safety is already a constant concern. But after an incident like this, protection measures usually increase dramatically. And as investigators continue to analyze the suspect's travel history, online activity, and motives, more details could emerge in the coming weeks. But even with all those questions still unanswered, one thing is already clear: this situation could have ended much worse. Stories like this reveal a side of celebrity life that fans rarely think about. From the outside, fame looks glamorous. luxury homes, sold-out stadiums, millions of fans around the world. But with that level of attention also comes risk. When someone becomes as famous as Rihanna, they don't just gain supporters. They sometimes attract people who form unhealthy obsessions. And while most fans admire celebrities from a distance, it only takes one unstable person to create a dangerous situation. Thankfully, in this case, no one inside the home was hurt. But the fact that shots were fired at a house where a family was present is something that will likely stay with them for a long time. As the investigation continues and the legal process unfolds, more details about what truly led to that moment may come to light. Until then, the story serves as a chilling reminder. Sometimes the biggest stars in the world face the most unpredictable dangers. And in an age where social media allows anyone to feel connected to celebrities, the line between admiration and obsession can become dangerously thin. And what happened next in this case could still reveal even more shocking details.